Hey, what's up YouTube, and welcome back to another video from me. Today I'm going to be continuing on with the Regina rig. Alright, so the first thing you are going to need to know is, if you tried this before I actually finished explaining it, remember when I said do the copy rotations? That's right, copy rotation. You're going to do a copy rotation. So remember, if you like the video, give it a like. If you didn't like it, dislike it. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and notification bell so you're always in the loop for when the next video comes out. Alright, so, and then for the thumb, only the one. Control-Shift-C, rotation. Now I'm going to select the thumb, and I'm going to select every... Oh, wait. I missed one. Control-Shift-C. So make sure you select everything that's green now. Actually, let's do it like this, because it should actually work like this as well. Copy rotation. Copy rotation. Oopsie, copy rotation. Copy rotation. Copy rotation. So I'm not changing any of the local or global or whatever. I'm just doing the copy rotation. Then I'm going to select all of the constraint bones, all of these. So even with the thumb, I don't know why the thumb is like this, but okay. I'm going to select all of these. That's green. Now what you want to do is hold in your Alt key. Go to constraint stat. Remember to hold in your Alt key. Hold it in. Don't release it. Hold it in. Alright. So now I'm going to go after original. Local space. Look at the fingers. Did you see that? If I do this at world space or anything else except for... See that? All of them change. So I'm just going to... While I'm holding in my Alt key, I'm just going to go local space. All of that. And now everything should be after original, local space, but I only want them to rotate on the x-axis, because I can hold in my Alt key and just do that. And all of them are going to rotate just on the x-axis. If I select only this thumb, it's only going to be the x-axis. If I select this, it's only going to be the x-axis. Pretty cool, right? Now if you feel, okay, this thing is not, excuse me, it's like this one is not actually rotating along, so, oh, and the rotation of this is actually wrong. This is the x-axis and this is the, okay, so what I can do with this, because this is Z and Z, and I'm going to select this one, so that's the active bone. Control N and do active bone. So I'm just going to change the roll to active bone. So now these should be able to rotate on the x-axis. And we can rotate this on the x. Cool. Everything now is set. So if I were to rotate this one, it's going to rotate. I'll go to the other side. Now I think I changed something with this one. No. It should still be good because it's mirrored. You can see everything on this side is working. There you go. So that's a quick and easy, painless way to do those. I mean, seriously, it can take a shit out of time if you do it the other way around. So if you did it the other way around, I'm so sorry I didn't figure this out earlier. I just experimented and it worked. But like I said, we are going to animate Regina. And also, I think there was something weird with her hair. Yeah, I saw that a while ago, so I just want to quickly fix that. I'm not going to make you watch this, because it's just going to be me moving around vertices, and this is not modeling, this is animation. Alright, so I'm back. We are back. So it was just a few vertices I moved around, so it's a little bit closer to the head. So let's start by making poses, because we are going to need poses for Regina. So first of all, something that keeps bugging me is this. And also, I'm not gonna leave that at local, because if I move this on the local Z, you can see the local for this thing is, I can actually change that, control N and just go to front view, control N and view access. No, not active and view access. So it should now easy, and still going in the wrong direction. Control N. Let's just do the global Z axis. So now it should. I don't know why the fucking bone is going in the wrong up. It's so weird. I don't know why it's doing that, but okay. I'm just gonna give it a little bend to the feet, well, to the legs. Alright, so make sure you select all of your bones. I'm gonna close this down now. We don't need this. I'm gonna go to pose library and I'm gonna make a new pose. I'm gonna press plus on my keyboard after I've selected all of these bones, and I'm gonna say add new. I'm gonna call this the pose. So if I were to go ahead and just move a few of these bones around, I'm just gonna mess everything up, because so if I were to do something like that and hit 8 on my keyboard and I press this, it's going to go back to that pose. That's what you want. Alright, so for this I'm not gonna need this. I'm gonna just hide this, or just move this to another collection, new collection, and collection 2. I'm just gonna move that, and then I'm gonna make sure collection 2 is not visible, and also not visible in the game engine. So that's one way to do that. And also you can, even if you wanted to collection, you can just turn off that collection completely, so it will not show anything in that collection. But that means, yeah, I think what it also hide now, it's only that. Okay, so I'm just making sure. Okay, so now we need a starting pose. So first we are going to need the first pose for the walk animation. So I'm gonna press Z on my keyboard. I'm gonna move the legs down a little bit. I'm gonna move the feet inwards, closer to the floor. Now I want one of these feet to go forward, so I'm gonna start with this foot. This one I'm gonna move back. I'm gonna go to side view for this. I'm gonna press dot on my keyboard. Then I'm gonna rotate. And maybe move it up to Z. Now I'm looking at where the foot is. Remember, we have that. We cannot go past a certain point, but I'm gonna move this up, and this rotation is too much. So basically like your contact pose. He's ready to contact the ground with the foot. And maybe this can come down a little bit more. There we go, we got that problem. Okay, so tab and zero mode, let's just see where that problem is. So I'm gonna select these vertices. Every last one of them. Alright. So let's just go back to weight painting, because this is weird. I don't want to see stuff like that. Stuff like this. So first select the model, then select the, well, first select the armature, then select the model and go to white paint. Now, you can actually just do this like this now by going selecting faces. Remember, we got these faces selected, but we don't have any deformed bones. So we are going to have to bring in deformants. So Control tab out of this and just bring in the deformants. And maybe just go ahead and Control tab. We can make that pose again. Alt G Alt R. I just want to check out where this actually messed up. Now I can see what's going on. So white paint. Now you can see the problem is, for one, it looks like the knee is in the wrong place. Actually no, it's not. But these are not parented to anything. We don't have any parent to this, so we are going to have to select even more. So something like that. And then make sure this bone is selected, and we're just gonna paint that in. And also I think this as well. It's gonna do the same on the other side, so we don't have to worry about it too much. As you can see. So that's why I select vertices, because then I can just paint this in. Some of these I don't need, so I think like these. It looks like it's actually making more problems than anything else, so I'm just gonna go to vertices now and just take that out. That might be a little too much. I'm just trying to see, maybe this will work, maybe it won't. Okay, so I think that should be good. Alright, so now we can start by animating. Control tab. Oh, and hide the useless bones again. Remember, we have them on a different layer, so I'm only going to select this layer. So again, I'm going to move this to the side. I'm going to move it forward. I'm just going to press Y and Y again. Whoa, Y. I'm going to do this. Then I'm going to line the foot up with the green line. This one I'm going to line up with the green line. So that's the Y. Alright, so something you should know about this type of, if you do something like this. Okay, I think you can actually move the feet back a little bit. But if this leg is back, this will also rotate on the Z. So she will, or your character will also have this. When this foot is forward, the hip should be aiming forward as well. But I'm not going to do it that much because it's going to mess up the rotation. And then because you've got more weight on this foot, you're going to move your hips up like this. So you're going to bring it down on this arc. So that's the first that's the first thing you should know about hip sway. You're gonna have to make sure everything works connectively. Alright, so let's start with the arms. So this is walking with, let's say this is going to be walking with a pistol. Alright, so when this leg is back, this arm will be forward. Maybe just give that a little bit of a rotation there. And this hand will go back. Now we're going to do exactly the same with these, with the shoulders. So if you are moving these forward, you're going to move your shoulders forward as well. And maybe just move this as well. Rotate it. And you just want this to keep looking in front. So now you got everything looking pretty much right. To make sure, you can go out of edit mode, well, out of tab, and you can hide and see, okay, is she in a nice walking stance? Is there any weird clipping going on? Yes, there is. Alt H. So that's because of the shoulder. I don't know why this is doing this, so I'm just gonna leave it as it is. Alright, so now if the character is moving, you know, the shoulders are going in this direction, these are gonna go this direction, and maybe a little up. So now I'm gonna go A twice and plus, add new, and I'm gonna call this walk, and this is going to be L. Make sure you have everything selected. I'm just going to remove that. New. So now all of these should be on that. So if I select the T pose, she's going to go to the T pose. If I select the walk out, she's going to go to the walk out. Now you can actually mirror this. So to mirror this, all you're going to need to do is go ahead and, well, Control Shift V. No, that's not gonna work. No, that's not gonna work. So you can just go pose, and well, yeah, it should be pose, and you should be able to go and mirror it. Flip forward, if I'm not mistaken. No, it wasn't flip forward. Where was it? Flip pose, flip pose. Okay, so maybe we just need to do this real quickly. Go to the timeline, hit A twice, and just go to frame 1. Insert that, location rotation, And I'm just gonna go to frame 20, Control Shift V. That doesn't work. That means there's something wrong. Control C, I'm just gonna copy the pose. And then Control V. Well, Control Shift V. And then it's gonna flip. There you go. So now I can insert that as location and rotation. Now if you look at it closely, look at these. Now the walking animation, you are basically going to loop it. Now I'm gonna loop it on 100 frames for now, just for now. So I'm gonna go to frame 50. So when you basically on frame, because it's 100, you're gonna frame 25. Alright, so this is going to be the passing pose. So passing pose. This foot is going to go up a little bit more. You're gonna rotate it. The hands are just where they need to be, and I think everything else should be fine. So hit A and just insert. Location, rotation. If you want, you can just do this, king, and do the location rotation. No, the king, location rotation. So now you should be able to, but now remember when you go to the passing pose, you are actually going to go up. So when you're at this pose, your whole body would actually just go down. So try to bring it down just a little bit and make sure when you're doing a pose like this, what I forgot to do, remember we're doing the contact. Okay, there we go. No, I didn't do the IK for this. Maybe you can just bring this up a little bit. Hit A, alright, to insert this whole keyframing thing, this whole keyframe, and Shift D and move it all the way to frame 100. Then you're gonna go A, Control C, copy pose, go to frame 50, Control Shift V. Why didn't it copy the pose? Control Shift V. Suppose to copy this pose. Now you want this pose. Hit A, Control C, copy the pose, go to frame, what was it, 27. Might be. Control Shift V and insert that. Now you're gonna see something like this happening, which is not right. So when you go to this pose, remember this foot is coming back. This foot is coming back. You can see what's happening. We got sliding going on. So I got this the wrong way around. So you're gonna Alt R and Alt G. And for this one, you're just gonna bring it up. And you're just gonna rotate it a little bit. And copy this, Control C, copy pose. Make sure you paste that pose right here. Control Shift D. So just before you actually, come down, you want to go ahead and make that foot slap down. So what you're gonna do is maybe 3 frames. You're gonna go Alt R. So she's gonna slap that foot down. Remember, you don't want the foot to be in the air. And why doesn't it take the fucking rotation? I'm gonna turn this on. Insert. Alright, so now that works. So I'm gonna copy those keyframes and I'm just gonna go Control Shift V, copy those keyframes. So it's gonna flip the whole animation for me. But you're gonna see something like this happen now. Which means this was not flipped correctly. So Control, well. So this is not working for me. Delete keyframes. Control C, Control Shift V. Why are you doing this to me? Now the feet are just going back. That might be the problem. I'm just gonna go a few frames forward, Control Shift V. Now I should be able to mirror this, Control M and over current value. That's not gonna work, unfortunately. We're gonna have to delete those keyframes. I thought it might work, but apparently not. So you can just select one keyframe, Control C, hit A on this, Control C, copy pose. We don't need that. Alright, so now you need to get the... You're gonna basically copy this whole thing and flip it in reverse. So you're gonna select this first, Control C, make sure you got everything selected, Control C, copy pose, and you're gonna go ahead and maybe scrub it to there, Control Shift V. I don't want these. What the fuck? Was it only doing the fucking leg, you piece of shit? So let's try this in a different way. You're gonna need this pose. Control C, copy pose. Then I'm gonna flip around. So where he actually does that pose, Control Shift V. If you're gonna mess with me, do it in another video, seriously. So remember now, before we set the foot down, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3 and Alt R. That's why I did it in a basically like a slow-mo, so I can see exactly what's going on. I can see, okay, maybe something's going too fast, like this. You can see it's going too fast. I see exactly where it goes faster. There, going faster right there. Alright, so now I can actually try and do this in less frames. So I'm gonna bring this down to 60 frames to 60 frames, and I'm gonna set this to 60, and let's see. Now I'm going on 20 frames per second, so I actually might keep that at 100 and set that frame rate up a little bit because it's running way too slow. What the fuck is that? Why are you doing this with the hands? What's going on with the hands? What the hell is up with the hands? Let's just... Screw you, you piece of shit. What the hell was that? How they go with the... You see what the shoulders are doing? I don't know why the shoulders are doing that as well, so... Looking at the way the arms are rotated, you can see we've got this arm going back, but the shoulders are going forward. So for the shoulders, I'm just gonna remove that keyframe, delete keyframe. There you go, some of this also does that, so these as well. So I'm gonna remove the last keyframe there. Alright, so now we're actually going to play with the physics of these, because when you go up, they should go down. And maybe just rotate a little bit. Right, that's the first thing we're gonna do. Now we're gonna look at the shoulder rotation. So when the shoulders go forward, okay, right there, we need them to actually go in a separate direction. So that way, and then it kind of comes back. It's going to go this way. I'm just looking for anything else that's flipping. I got it. This one is flipping as well. I'm not gonna need its keyframe right there. I'm not sure why everything else is keyframe. Right, so now all I'm gonna do now after this, with this rotation, I want the shoulders to go down a little bit. Alright, so there's something a little bit more I can do with this. Just give it a little bit more realism. So if you set your foot down, when you get that little boom, you're going to have a little bit of a up-down motion. Right, that might be a little too much. That's a little too much, isn't it? It's got a little pause as well, Alt H. Now we can also try and do this. Look at these. Let's sure I got them selected. Only these two. That's only these two keyframes that I need. And I think I had something here that said Unify button, Unify group, Thematic. Where did I find that? I had that Bigify, no, bone, no. Okay, so this is the game properties. But I had it. I know it. Freaking know it. I saw it somewhere in... maybe not. Interesting. So these are fine, these are just broken. Remember, you're gonna have to have a perfect walking animation, otherwise you cannot sell this. You're gonna have to sell it. You're gonna really have to work on this. And remember, I'm running at 42 frames per second, which is really weird. And I'm doing frame skipping as well, so I'm not sure why. Also, I think I can actually bring this down to frame 70. Let's try frame 80. Another tab. Control tab. I'm just trying to see why it's running at 42 frames per second. Weird. The topology isn't that high. Maybe if I'm playing this at 60 frames per second and I'm getting 40, that means the speed I'm going at now might need to go to 100. Okay. Because it is 60 frames per second, so it should actually work perfect. And also it looks alright. I'm looking at now the last thing I want to see is what's controlling the hair. So nothing's controlling there. So we can have shape keys now. Shape keys, shape keys, shape keys, shape keys. So I'm gonna plug the shape key. This is gonna be the base, and then I'm gonna have another shape key. So for this shape key, we are going to have to look at which way there is moving. So if there is going this way, there is going to be moving in this direction. So I'm going to go to sculpt mode. It should actually be, make sure I've got the area selected, sculpt mode. I'm just gonna call this, I think this is left and then right. Make another one. So when the body goes this way, there is going to go in another direction. So alright, so now it's time to animate these shape keys. For the first one, sorry, I just want to swallow up my drink. Now this is a long as an tutorial, but you wanted this. You want to see this? You want to get better at animation? I'm not a perfect animator, but yeah. Okay, so shape keys. So for the first one, remember this is going to be R, so left and right. I'm gonna insert that. Well, insert that piece of shit. It's gonna be at 100. So when the character goes to the state, to the passing pose, we're gonna bring this down. Make sure you insert that. Actually, I think this is supposed to be what was it, frame 50. Exactly at frame 50. Just had to make sure, 100% sure. Isn't it moving? It is moving. Come on. No, because both of them are 0. Okay, so I think that's fine. What do you think about that? Oh, yeah, boy. I like it. Little animation for there as well. So that was some bonus content for you guys. Very cool. But I don't know why the frame rate is so choppy. Maybe because I'm running a shitload of crap around on the background, maybe, I don't know. Maybe because I'm recording. Maybe just because I've got a crappy PC and not enough RAM. But you got it. There you go. Yeah, boy. So we got Regina walking now. What in the shit? Right, so there's one thing I know it can actually speed up your processes, and that's by going to the shadows. No, not the shadows. Well, turn off soft shadows, but not the soft shadows. I think it's about performance. No, simplify. You can turn on simplify, and you can turn it down to 3 maybe, and max child resolution, volume resolution, and particles. You can bring that down, and you can put this on 3 as well, and max child particles, bring that down. So now I'm getting a constant 40 frames per second, so I'm not sure why this actually helps. And I heard if you turn off the gimbals, but that does nothing for me for performance. There is something you can do by turning some of this stuff off. You can turn off the floor if you wanted to, turn off the grid if you wanted to. You can play with the scale of the grid. But now I'm not sure why this is happening. So now just turning off everything, and I'm still getting choppy frame rate. So you can just use this to turn off all of your gimbals at the same time. Alright, next video we're gonna make Regina run. So what do? We go to our dope sheet. We're going to action editor. Yes. And apparently we don't have an action. If you can't find your animation here, I'm just gonna rename this as run then, because I'm not seeing my animation, so I cannot push down on that. The only way I can push down on it, if I go to my dope sheet, you can see I have the whole animation going, so I can just set this to my nonlinear NLA editor. That's what we called it, NLA. So you got the key and the run. The run has absolutely nothing on it. Alt H. Maybe that's why I did not have anything. So then push down on these animations. I'm not gonna push down on the run because I still need to work on the run. So now I can just stop the animations from playing by just clicking this. You can see there is still gonna be playing. So basically, I'm done with this walking animation. I'm not proud of it. No, I'm not super proud of it, but yeah, I think it's good. There's a lot of people that go to college and still can't get a proper walk animation going without actually mocap, without using mocap. So if you liked the video, give it a like. If you didn't like it, dislike it. Make sure to hit the subscribe and notification bell so always be in the loop when the next video comes out. In the next video, we're gonna make Regina run and maybe add a pistol to her hand. Maybe. I said maybe. Yeah. So thanks for watching, guys, and as always, make sure to have a wonderful day. Dude, it's 4 o'clock in the morning.